Right guys, welcome to the next video in the series Workshop Makeover. So this was supposed to be part 6 and the final part of the workshop makeover. So when I say final part, I don't mean that's it, the workshop's finished. What I mean is when I set out to do the workshop makeover, I bought the materials that I could afford to buy and I set myself some goals that I wanted to achieve in the workshop. So I wanted to take apart my old mitre cabinet and the saw table. I wanted to rip the cabinets out at the end of the workshop. I wanted to build a mitre station, including drawers, where I could put all the stuff out the cabinets into drawers and combine the storage and the mitre station in one. I wanted to do the dust hood for the mitre saw, which I've done. I wanted to build myself a slightly bigger elk feed stroke assembly table. And I wanted to make another stand for my DeWalt table saw using the original base for my old table but making it a lot smaller. And the last thing I planned on doing was adding some storage for one of my larger machines. So this video was supposed to be the rolling stand for my DeWalt table saw and storage for one of my larger machines, but I've had to put one of those on hold. And this video is just going to be building the mobile stand for my DeWalt table saw. So this is the base section of my previous table saw table. And in this video, I'm just going to be taking it apart and making it smaller. So with the old base now taken apart, I can go over to the mitre saw and start cutting the pieces down to the length I need. So because I haven't done the fence or added a stop block to my mitre station yet, I'm using the last piece cut as the template for the next one, and that way I can ensure they're all the same length. So I'm going to be building two small rectangles. Not going to be using any fancy joinery, just simple butt joints. And I'm drilling pilot holes, countersinking, and then driving in the screws. So with the first frame done, I do exactly the same on the second one. And now that they're both made, I can use the original upright supports with the pocket holes already drilled to join the two pieces together. And I did have to use some clamps to line everything up because the wood was slightly twisted. So with the basic frame nearly complete, I can now start cutting the top down to size. And that's fixed in place using screws. So now I can add the wheels. Now I would have liked to have put the wheels on the bottom of the frame, but because I was using the same short uprights that I already had with the pocket holes already drilled in them, it did mean that if I'd have put the wheels on the bottom, it would have been too high. So rather than mess around and cut the centre supports down, I opted to just use the blocks with the wheels attached that I already had, and that way I could position them so the table was at the right height. Then I could just test it out and make sure it was very slightly higher than my elk feed stroke assembly table. So then I decided I wanted to use some of the old MDF from my old cabinets to close the table in. So I took the top off and notched the corners out, and I fitted that at the bottom. Then I cut 2 sides and a back and fitted those on. And then the top panel I cut large enough to overlap the side and rear panels and fitted that on. And that way I can store stuff underneath. The last thing to do was add a round over to all the edges, and that was it done. Nothing fancy, but it's going to be good enough for what I need. So I am going to be adding a finish to the table at a later date, hence why I've left a sticker on. And now my table saw sleds actually have a place to go rather than just being dumped on the floor and the bench. Right guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Sorry it was only a short video, but progress nonetheless. As always, if you like the video, smash the like button, share with your friends, leave a comment. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you like woodworking, tool reviews and general DIY videos, then make sure you subscribe, tap the little bell icon and all that good stuff. And until the next video, stay safe and you'll see me in the next one. Cheers for watching guys.